You how old again?
I'm 53.
So I'm 52.
Damn,
What's
we do
that?
too.
What's that
So.
in the background?
That's my mom.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my mom.
What I said was
She's 73.
Oh,
something about she was born in the back part of it.
yeah, I was
She's
gonna say I was born in '68.
she grew up in the 70s.
Yeah, yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say that.
70s and 80s.
There you go. That makes more sense. Because I was born in '69 and you're born in '68. So my question is, we are contemporary.
yes.
Why why didn't our generation get married like our grandparents and great
Oh man,
grandparents?
actually, I can take.
Why didn't they get married and stay?
I think there's from
Why
my
did they stay?
perspective, and unfortunately, the culture,
Bitches had
the
options.
toxic
I mean, I
culture
guess back then
that
too.
America
No, nigga. Because they
has
had
in
obligations and they
regards
would stick
to
with
like
those obligations. Nigga,
what
one.
they see
And
in like
two,
I said
love
through
and hip
sickness and
hop,
in hell, nigga.
the
So
things
That's
that
one, and then
that's
two,
hold
because
on, I
you
want to
you
be on the
would, and
same
then
page.
two,
That's
like the
way
world
before
wasn't
us.
built for
I'm talking
you
about
as a
us.
yeah,
woman
I'm
necessarily,
talking
and
about
you actually
you're
do need a
68, I'm
dependent,
69.
and
I'm
that's
talking
the
why,
about
world is
and a
kind
everybody
of
lot of,
catered to you.
became
and
of
a lot of
age
that's what this
in
niggas
the
talk about.
70s and in the
Majority of
80s,
the time, hold on, I'm gonna cut this nigga
1986,
down. I don't even want this nigga that loud.
87.
Um, but that's what he talk about majority of the time. Why like women gonna be alone
All right, that's
because
again, that's straight up
while you're trying to
contrary.
focus on your career and everything,
Why
you're
didn't
basically
why
taking the
didn't
alpha
Neglecting
male.
the man,
we
and you're
not
neglecting your
marry
man
You ain't got.
like
Well, I
because
mean,
you ain't got time
we
for
talking
you and
about
your
before you even
business.
get a
Yeah.
man. Before you even get a man, if you got a man that's, you know what I'm saying, already on that level wanting to do
If
that
you
shit
trying to
with you,
be
then that's
if you
fine. But
trying to
we
be an
talking
alpha
about
male, you working, you
I
doing
think
this,
that
you ain't looking, behind you for a man or whatever.
my mom's
so
back here whispering in my
if
ear.
you,
That's right.
because
She's
majority
right.
of the
She's
women
right.
he's talking to are single women,
She's right
and they don't
because
understand why they're
we
single.
couldn't marry because
That's what I'm
we couldn't
saying. Like
marry
if you
because the women
focus on
y'all
being
weren't
like it's
wives.
more power to you. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be
That's
that
right.
lawyer and
We
shit and all
weren't.
that
We
shit
had
there.
that
But there's a
But
trade off.
mentality that was
definitely a huge trade off, my nigga,
you
because
go out here and be major,
you're gonna be used to
head of
running things. You're
household,
gonna be used to, you
major
know what I'm saying, this, that,
breadwinner.
and the third,
Did you
and
go
the
to
Never
dude,
college?
gonna be
Did you go to
used to
college?
taking the back or even in a
I didn't
the
relationship
take
dude,
because
like
you've
a
already
dude on
been
an
so
independent
used to
woman,
it.
well
but
as
they
I
haven't
did
they haven't
right
mastered that fine line
She
yet.
went to
You know what I'm
LU.
saying?
yeah,
You
yeah,
too independent,
well
then
Hold on,
you
actually the
running the
higher
show, and the nigga
hold
ain't
on.
trying
You go to
to
what?
sign on with a bitch that's trying to run the show all the time. You know what I'm saying?
You say
me,
Langston? Did you say
I mean, there's
Langston?
some dudes that do that, but
There's
no,
some
I
dudes
ain't
that do
say
that,
that.
and then eventually, what they those dudes are in their past, and
So
they're like,
did you
well,
go
I
to
had a dude,
college
blah blah
after
blah.
high school?
Well, you
right
moved
because
on. Why? Because he got boring, or he
No, I
wasn't
or
started.
sometimes when
dominant enough.
they
So
have
my
yeah
point
when they
is,
have those
after
dudes
high
that let them
school,
be
Patrice talk
their
about that
alpha
all the time.
we're the
their
age
alpha
where
male,
the
then
three
they're like, well,
choices:
how come he's not an alpha male?
college,
Because you can't be
marriage,
alpha
or
and alpha
divorce.
bitch and neglect.
So that's I
Somebody
mean
kind of gotta be.
That's what Patrice talk about all the time. The
Somebody
fact
kind
that
of gotta be a
the
beta.
bitch wants a nice Howard,
Like
you
when I
know,
was
who's gonna
19,
have the money she wants and treat her right
The
all the
options
time.
were
And all that shit
go
there,
get
and
a
then when that bitch
job,
get bored of
go to
running over that
college,
nigga, she gonna want
or
a
go
real
to a
man. She gonna cheat
relationship.
on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? She
So,
gonna
correct.
or step out on that nigga,
and
or she's just
our
not gonna be enough. You know what I'm
grandparents
saying?
were married
Then she gonna come to a nigga like
from
me to smack her in the face while I'm
1922
fucking
to
her. You know what I'm
23
saying?
years
Like,
old.
cause Howard don't know how to do that shit.
Our generation,
Howard would be Howard be
already,
out
you
gentle and shit.
ladies were doing
You know
what
what
you
I'm saying?
wanted
Like,
He be making love to her. I be
marrying,
fucking that bitch.
but marrying, and the ones that
some
didn't
bitches
marry
just
are
wanna get
still
fucked, nigga.
married. I'm asking,
Howard don't know how to fuck no bitch.
um, at this point,
But
we
now, like that's the
understand
conundrum. A lot of times, the chick will
where the
want
culture
all
comes
of the
from, what we're
control.
going to talk about.
She gets with a man who lets her have
Have
all
all
of
the
the
control.
control,
Yeah, I
and that
definitely
dude's a beta
understand
male
Where
in
do you
because
get it
that's
from?
regards to
what
Where do you get it
happens.
from?
That's what
That's
you.
the only dude that's
Yeah.
gonna let a
the
woman
culture
have
Have
every
all the
decision and the
control.
last say so all the time.
females
And
are able
typically,
to
when she's
control.
doing it,
Right.
it's
So we
not
talking about love and hip hop and all
she's
that other
not going to
stuff. Where
be
that
a
come from?
fair woman. It's not
Well,
typically a
I
fair
thought you
woman
were
who's
talking
going to
about
do
the
it. It's going to be a
position
woman
that
who's asking
But
for
yeah,
more and then more
yeah,
and then
they
more and
are
then
that
more
It's
culture.
not
until the
like
point to where,
it's not
See,
like
the
she gonna be
culture
like, oh
created
well.
those young ladies
I
who
mean, this
love
is pretty
hip
much
hop and
balanced. Nah, they just gonna
like I
keep pushing.
said,
some and
They
all that
keep
stuff.
pushing the line. I
like
mean,
I said,
dudes do
my
the
mama
same thing too,
married
though.
yes,
a beta
exactly.
male, quote unquote.
Two bir-
But
and
it's because he was younger. He was a lot
two
younger. He moved out of his grandma's house into
transmutes
marriage.
the
You know what I'm
culture
saying?
in an equal
Where
way.
my brother was in high school, probably
So
like
men
a
are going to be
junior,
transmitted.
senior in high school, and I was like in like
Who
seventh, eighth
transmits
grade.
the
You know what I mean?
culture
Six,
In,
in
nah,
equal
probably like
ways?
sixth grade or whatever.
in a
So he
race,
basically inherited two
group of
kids. You know
people
what I'm saying? One was about to be
who
out,
are
but
teachers of the
my mama
culture,
had to do most of the shit for the
fathers of the
first
month.
4 5 years that this nigga done start hustling and shit.
So he started to actually understand and mature coming into that.
And she was unreasonable at times, but like not more so than anything, not more so like selfishly unreasonable, like just cause she's always had responsibility. Like she had her first kid at 17, like and she had to work. You know what I'm saying? My grandma didn't fucking help her like that. Like she could stay with my grandma and everything for a while, but she eventually had to get her own spot.
When you think about it, back then, and maybe like around, I guess my parents' time too. Like if you were a guy and you had kids, mama didn't fucking trip. But you were a female and you had kids, like oh.
And see, that's what
and
I'm saying. That's what
the
niggas talk
dude
about
could
too.
always come. He could knock up 3 bitches and come back and still stay at home.
Second wave feminism.
Because he didn't ruin it. Because he didn't irreparably ruin his value. You know what I'm saying? Like the way this nigga talk about it, he'll say, "Oh, if you had your virginity taken, that's one husband you should have had. You got married, or you divorced. Oh, there's another husband you should have had. Or you got a kid. There's another husband. There's 3. If they're all 3 different dudes, there's 3 dudes that you
3
slept
bad
with.
decisions that you made.
Well,
not bad decisions.
That's
but
3. That's 3 dudes that you should have taken seriously.
Right.
That you should either be with right now or you shouldn't have laid with. Period. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Is ultimately, you like.
So to say that there's nobody out here is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you say, well, those dudes weren't nothing, and you can classify it and say, explain why those dudes are nothing. Then why the fuck did you?
Then why did you open your legs for nothing dudes?
Women don't listen to me.
Because he was fine,
Like when
boy.
your mother speaks,
Because he was. He said all the right things.
What?
So like, and he gets criticized a lot because of the shit he says, but like I said, he's shooting fish in the barrel. He only talking to the bitches who got the problems. If it don't apply to you, it don't apply to you. But the thing that women see a lot of times, it all applies to them. Everything applies to them. Even if it's a slight situation that kind of almost happened to them one time or happened to their best friend, they feel personal. It's personal.
Nah, like I think I had seen like chicks. They attacked this one dude who like just because he raised his voice at his girlfriend, but they didn't know like this dude had been like in his previous relationship. This nigga got like his ass beat by his like his girlfriend was in jail for whooping his ass. And he raised his voice at his chick one time, and like he threw something, but not at her. He just threw something, and it broke. Mm-hmm. And bitches went wild at it. Not knowing, this nigga back his shit. This nigga been like beat. Bitch then beat this nigga up. Black eye, this nigga.
Like I said with the one situation.
Are we talking?
Which one thing I've always, like I say, dude, these niggas like Kevin Samuels and fucking Patrice O'Neal, dude, I was already thinking this way. There was a whole bunch of things, you know what I'm saying? I seen it, I was like, oh shit.
Are we talking
Cause other
about
niggas that like just keeping it real about this shit, that's
like,
dope.
This is things that like I tell you, bro, like there's things that I see, which is why I like to stay quiet, and because I just like to observe things, but I can't explain them how he do or how you do. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're not a philosopher. I mean, everybody can observe, nigga. What does that do though?
No, like I understand what is happening, but I can't say it.
But then you can't prove that you understand what is happening just because you seen it. Like that means yourself. If you can't say it, then you really don't understand it. Just because you realize what occurred doesn't mean you understand.
No, like I realize why it's happening, but I never get. Not that I don't pay attention to it, but
realizing that it happened and understanding is 2 different things. Like when I say.
Okay,
like when I say,
okay, here's where. Okay, hold on. Okay, but
like when I say when Michelle be mad at something, it's not really about that. It's about something else. You know what I'm saying? She not just getting mad about things randomly because her mood going up and down. Like I told you, I didn't even classify. She can be mad at me and then tell me that she still wants to be with me if she's mad about something that isn't pertaining to jealousy or another chick. We talking about the car, we something else, you know what I'm saying? Anything of the kids. At the end of the argument, she can muster it up and say, and it took years to get her to do that. Every time she's mad, usually. She said, I don't want to be with you, I don't like you, boom, I never like you, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? But when it's jealousy, she still be like that. But
women talk about
something else.
They choose.
That's how I figure that.
and extrapolate to all.
Sometimes you just feel going to things are just too hard, you know what I'm saying?
The government
and she'll
came
realize
to the
it,
black,
but then when it's
black community
like some
kept
jealousy or
seeing
something, she can't get over that. Like it just, she
welfare
feels disrespect, she
enrollment
feels
Because that's
minimalized.
emotions. That's something you can't really.
Just like when she heard us
Do
on the
research
fucking
yourself, Miss Touche.
if I did that shit, if I stayed out too, it'd be a problem. We laughing about it. All she heard was,
Google the
all she
Patrick
thinking,
Monahan
they're
report.
laughing at me. I don't understand the
A study
context or
into
anything,
black
but they're laughing at
And
me.
it's not that
I'm
we
the-
was laughing at you because,
And what the federal government
I already explained
recognizes
everything to her.
that
She already knows
civil
exactly what the
rights
fuck it
like, I
was.
hope she'll ever
Black
think I
female
feel I
unemployment,
bad talking her,
welfare
bro. I
enrollment.
like
She
her.
think everybody bad talking.
I like her as a
The
person. I
government knew
just
back at the time
don't
of
like.
the civil rights movement is when white female
Nigga, she think everybody. That's what I'm saying. She's so insecure. Like,
coincided with
everything is
high
about you. Everything
white
is this. You know what
Yes,
I'm
bro,
saying?
like I like
unemployment.
her. Like
What
she's
the
a good,
government
like
knew
whenever me and her
from
have good
history
conversations,
is
but I just feel like
white
whenever she
male
gets mad, like
employment
that's just it.
rose.
Like it just ruins the whole
White
vibe. Like I
female
don't know if she
welfare
can't hide that shit
dropped.
or what.
So they
She's
would
childish,
see a
bro.
similar
But I'm like,
rise
nigga,
in
I know if
male
I'm having a
employment
bad
and
day,
similar
fuck it. I'm not gonna make
decrease
y'all
in
niggas
female
feel like I'm
welfare
having.
That's
a
how
enrollment.
women
The
are,
government
bro.
wanted less black
how
women
women
on,
are, bro.
on welfare.
Like, cause why would I
So
want
what
to
did
make
they
y'all
do?
feel shitty?
That's
Like if I'm coming over here and I'm feeling shitty, it's most likely because I want to be, you know, in some more positive energy and something else.
Girls don't know how to just shake it off and just say fuck it and have a good time. Like, they don't know how to do this shit.
Like, yes, life is hard. Shit gets fucked up.
But what I'm saying, as far as these niggas go, like, there's some things I just like don't
what did they see?
tolerate. Like I won't ever give a woman benefit of the doubt. Like that's like the way I frame it. Like nigga, if it was me that didn't have my car going and spent money on it and I stayed with
Exactly.
you
She
and like
would-
boy,
she
I'll
would
be a
be
bum
looking-
ass nigga,
I'd be a-
boy.
yeah.
Alright, boy, you gonna have shit to good to say about me, boy. But it's you. I can't say nothing bad about her. I'm just talking shit because I
Well,
mean.
at least she got a job.
I'm just talking shit because I mean, but that nigga don't deal with that. Like, but he very black and white like that. Cause that's how the fuck it is. We talking two grown folks. Not no man, no woman. I see two grown people.
Looked in and said, well, we got a problem with the black culture. Because in the black culture, the family dynamic is structured different. Because in the black family,
Patrick,
you have a guy
Moynihan is racist. Let's not celebrate him. Well, nobody knows who the fuck Patrick Moynihan is.
When I go to make it easy, be looking at me, cause people think I'm from my own shit. I be asked up, nigga, I be tripped up, could talk to you, but the money don't wait. Just got a 30-inch screen for my watch, when I put it in the face, gotta run it by Jake. I freeze up
that was
like
the
be rapping on
suggestion.
stage, I don't give a fuck what they gon' say.
Instead of just
When
giving
I go to make
welfare,
it
we
easy,
need
be
to
looking at me, cause
we
people
give
think I'm from my own shit.
incentives to
I
stay
be asked
married.
up, nigga, I be tripped up, could talk to
Nuclear
you, but the
family,
money
father,
don't wait.
mother in the household. But this is a free country. You can't make a woman stay in the house. And you can't make a woman decide to choose welfare or a husband, or welfare, or if she has a kid, a meager benefit over a child. See, a lot of this stuff kind of happened in this whole color purple. Don't believe
Nope.
me. Go look it up yourself. This is what I call the color purpling of black America, where we get little bits and pieces, and we get elders telling this story as if black men were all of a sudden having all these babies. That's bull.
I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Bullshit. You had few men making a lot of babies.
So that nigga had a bitch
A lot of
on,
women
and
raising few men.
like this is what I mean, like
I know
principle,
this
black and
because I
white,
was born from a situation like this.
fair across the
You
board.
had women in the baby boom
This chick,
generation looking at men
And you have to be firm about this shit when it comes on.
to fight.
She talking about her past relationship, blah blah blah. Yeah, and he was abusive. You know, this happened. This. I don't want to hear that. Do you have a police report?
Propagate.
No, but he was abusive on a bunch of different accounts. No, well, I don't want to hear that.
You can't argue with
I can't corroborate your story unless you have a police report.
Evidence.
Too many times, a woman ruined to do a whole life, ruined to do a whole career. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It was even another situation where a chick did it. Talking about me, yeah, I think he was gay. I seen the picture on his phone. It looked like
Terrible right now. I'm not even warmed up.
chick looked like a tranny or something. So this shit looked like a tranny. You know, bitches be extra critical of each other anyway. Like, it be like, so
Now that they fiance, you was with that girl. Bitch, she didn't even really know that y'all was married.
so, but in this situation,
I need to get warmed up.
she just wanted to talk about, you know, how she was abused or whatever. Like, as in one of her reasons or whatever. Because ultimately, all this they gotta say, did you stay with him? Yeah, but then, so you still stay with him? Blah, blah, blah. Or, no, I don't stay with him now. but he need a green card and shit like that. Blah, blah, blah. So you still, he need a green card right now. So you still know what's going on with him. So you still in contact with him. Shit like that, boom, boom. So, like this, and he just don't want to get into the whole, you know, because it's never that simple, you know what I mean? So, and if you let her tell it, he's just gonna be a monster, you know what I'm saying? He's just gonna be, he's gonna be at fault if you let her tell it, no matter what. A bitch is not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact that you have to bring it up means that you're not gonna put yourself in fault at all. So, trying to get some victim points about the shit.
They'll never say it out loud, but it's funny because, like, when I was with my ex, I mean,
This shit has to stop.
I was never unleashed. I don't think I've ever unleashed.
So,
But like my
So,
mom should be
she-
like, why you trying to pick fights with him? She's like, why you trying to do things that would piss him off? She's like, he's not even the type of dude to really get pissed off at a lot of things. But you want to really, she's like, you know what's gonna piss him off and you want to go for it. Why? She's like, he's doing everything good for you, but you want to piss him off for no reason.
So she want to talk about that shit or whatever anyway, and he just fucking like keep shutting her down every time she try to bring up any details about the shit, just by principle, you know. And they have a long drawn out about the shit, long drawn out conversation about shit, and then the next chick calls in and she wants to her immediate. Well, my boyfriend, blah blah blah, did the same thing, you know, but he was abusive too. I went through this for X amount of years, and that's all you think about is this bitch was talking though. That you went through whatever you went through for X amount of years. You're not even listening to the details of what this bitch saying or the details of what this nigga saying. You're not even understanding the fucking point. All you think about it the whole time she's talking is how that's you in her shoes. That's the only thing chicks think. Like, she's not even hearing how far different this situation is from her own. She come in guns a-blazing, trying to fucking take up for this chick, bro. And this nigga, you know, get some more information out the chick. Well, do you have any police reports? Well, yeah, I have police reports. First of all, that's your nigga in the car right there. He shut her down because she didn't have no police reports. So why you ordered this bitch could be lying? You know you're not lying because of the police report.
You did what you were supposed to do.
Right? At least that, right? So he goes on to answer some more questions and come find out. Well, yeah, it was a chick like that happened to my brother, you know, chick tried to do that to my brother or whatever, some shit like that.
Why would you take the bitch's side?
So he like, you would take the side of a stranger over your own brother. You have any kids? You have any sons? Yeah, I have a son. But I raised him right. I would hope that he doesn't meet a chick like that. Ma'am, excuse, you sound crazy. Do you not live in America? You mean to tell me that you just hope that your son is not gonna meet a vindictive woman? Do you know where you live at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just hope that you raised him right, and he's never gonna come across a woman that will be abusive or lie about abuse or anything like that. Okay.
Well, like when somebody over that chick that I took, the little girl that I told you that got into that pepper spray incident. They're like, what they said, they're like, so and so in this county, because of the police, you should watch who your kids' friends are. I was like, you should always watch who your kids' friends are. And at least try to tell your kid, like, yo, so and so making bad decisions, maybe you should. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if your kid is is somewhere where, you know, a group of gang affiliated dudes are jumping somebody, and your kid is involved with punching one, you know, the kid that's getting beat up. Yeah, your kid gonna get labeled with the whole shebang and group in there, bitch. And they ain't no, just cause it's your kid and he not really in there. Hey, did he throw a punch? Yeah, he did. He involved, bitch. Like, that's one thing I really don't like is when people don't want to let their kids be held accountable for what they did. Man, they do what they did. They got caught, they got caught. If there's evidence, there's evidence. If there's not, go ahead and fight it all you want. But if there's evidence, there's bitch, shut your mouth. Motherfucker keep it a secret so my kids ain't gotta go to therapy. Same time be like, motherfucker, did you not learn? The other times we fucked up. If the police finally catch your ass on tape, then I can't do nothing for you, Sam.
You feel me?
You done tied my hands. Hopefully, I'm young enough to get out and make another one just like.
Here she go.
You know how many times women claim abuse?
Like mentally, but I feel like when it comes to domestic abuse, like there are certain situations that are just different. You know what I mean?
Nope.
And I feel like, you know, you were saying like, oh, was a restraining order like in effect? Did you call the police? And
First thing I asked was she said it was over because of domestic violence. And I said it was during with a police call.
yeah, but some people do have those situations, you know?
So most people don't. Ma'am, do you not understand? I'm a men's advocate. You know how many times women claim abuse, have no proof, and ruin men's lives?
My bitch never was like when me and my bitch got into some bad arguments. That was her thing. I can never file abuse against you.
How many times do women claim abuse, ruin a man's life, and they don't even go to jail, file a false police?
I was like, exactly, bitch.
I mean, I'm aware of that, but
Do you have any brothers?
I have one
I
brother.
mean, a bitch might say that shit,
You
but
have any sons?
I mean, that when
I have
she
one
talking
son.
about it, she won't
Okay,
put it forward.
advocate for him. Don't always advocate for women. What I said was accurate. Do you not hear
But
that
it
she
was
was still
funny
talking about
because
dealing
I
with
felt
her
like her
That's
child?
true.
be
Yeah,
like-
that's true.
See, that's
They
the
knew
point.
when she
As soon as y'all
was
hear
lying
domestic
about
violence,
that
you
shit.
immediately go to defend the woman,
And be like,
skipping
nah,
past your
that's-
son and your
That's not
brother.
how he is.
Not realize you talking to a liar.
No, I know.
That's why women.
My brother was in a very
Like,
similar
knowing how
situation.
you
as well.
are,
why
knowing
women
and
say
how
it,
we
because
see how
they
he
rely on
interacts,
women
that's
like
not how he
you
is.
to
You
put
must
on
have
your
done
Supergirl
this
cape
and
and
that
defend them.
because you know how to do this and
And then
that.
say, well, there are
'Cause we
cases.
know
You
you
know the
our
cases
daughter.
that
I was
merit,
like,
in my
damn.
opinion, are the cases where women actually say it and do something about it.
Yeah.
Why should we listen to women who don't do anything about it?
No, I agree.
don't do nothing
I
Okay,
unless people
okay,
do
so I listen to
something
those
first.
cases.
Mm-hmm.
But when a woman doesn't have it, she didn't do anything about it, why should I listen?
Oh, this nigga ain't
I agree.
touch
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe
Gonna
my
hurt
defensiveness, you know, for
Yeah,
myself.
because
Like, when I
no,
did
for your,
actually
but
fucking
it's not
put my
about you.
hands on my bitch because
See,
she
the
put
thing
my
is, you
hands on
guys
me
come
and
in
I'm
and put your
driving
cape on for
down the
women
highway
who
going
you
60
don't even
miles an
ask
hour.
questions.
Bitch,
You
don't
just,
care
she
about
said
my
it,
life or
you gotta
yours.
defend women.
So, about to nip this
I
shit
want to
in
know
the
why
butt.
you ladies are so quick to defend women. Do
Knock
anything
your
about
ass
it,
out, we
okay,
gonna
to
get home
defend
and I'll
it.
put you to bed.
And then say, well, there are cases. You know the cases that merit, in my opinion, are the cases where women actually say it and do something about it.
Yeah.
Why should we listen to women who don't do anything about it?
No, I agree.
Okay, so I listen to those cases.
Mm-hmm.
But when a woman doesn't have it, she didn't do anything about it, why should I listen?
I agree. I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe my
so-
defensiveness, you know, for
Yeah,
myself.
because no, for your, but it's not about you. See, the thing is, you guys come in and put your cape on for women who you don't even ask questions. You just, she said it, we gotta defend women. I want to know why you ladies are so quick to defend women you don't know, who have no proof.
I don't know. I feel like everyone's in
I like
different
when they get
situations,
that
you know.
little-
Ma'am, you just, okay, you realize you're contradicting yourself.
Ma'am.
You're
Ma'am.
contradicting yourself.
Look,
I asked
ma'am.
you, everyone's in different situations. If those situations, the woman did nothing about it, should we believe her?
Proof. Proof.
If she has proof, yes. And proof means what?
I know what you're going with it. I know.
I'm asking
That's
you.
what she
See,
don't wanna
that,
answer.
that's what I
They don't
hate,
wanna
bro.
answer.
That's
They
that
don't- when they
shit.
don't wanna answer
That's that
questions
fucking
because
shit
you
I
know
hate,
they
bro.
know
Like,
they know you got
stop
the
trying to
box in.
dance around it because
Yeah.
when in retrospect, that's how you're gonna remember. You're not gonna remember that you was wrong. You're gonna remember it the way you want to remember it, and that helps you to do so. If you
Well,
don't,
because your emotion, you let your emotions take over. And when that happens, that everything out the window.
I'm just saying, fuck, regardless of anything, period, bro. We're trying to get an understanding. Meaning you have to open up your mouth, say and confirm what we both are confirming here. Or else you get to spin the story somewhere later. I didn't say this, I didn't.
Not yet.
But I need you to say it so you can't say
So
later
you can't
on, I
say.
didn't. You feel me?
That's what I hate. They be like,
Like, that's
no.
why they don't want to do it, because they don't want to be held accountable
and
or
you can see it in their
responsible
face. They be like,
for their own words or their own fucking rhetoric or thinking,
how do
bro.
I word this without getting in the trouble?
No, I know, because that was my situation. My situation was I
Or I
called
just
the
wanna
police,
nod
I
and
had
you
a
keep
restraining
going
order, I had
on.
all those things.
No,
in
nigga.
place, you know?
Okay.
I got-
See, this is another thing. You guys automatically make it about women. I can be talking about anything, and women will make it about them. That wasn't you. So if a woman says something about domestic violence, what proof should be required before we believe her?
I feel like documenting those things.
Documenting them how?
Bro, how?
photos, videos, evidence,
Okay,
you know,
but
and
hold on,
protecting yourself from that. So.
Okay, I need you to be a little bit more specific. Who's documenting them?
I know what you're saying.
No, I'm asking you. Photos, videos can be made by anybody. I'm asking you.
He's trying to get her to say this weird third party that we all
You have to be
use,
fair.
They protect and serve.
Who's
Police,
documenting
law,
this?
No, but you can't.
FBI.
But she can't use that word because this is his point. This is his
Is that what
point.
you really believe?
No, I do, because that's what I did. I protected
All right,
myself.
all right. Okay,
Right, there you
so
go, right there,
I
boom.
said, when women come up and claim domestic violence, I immediately. Who's documenting this stuff?
The police.
Is that what you really believe?
No, I do, because that's what I did. I protected
All right,
No, I
myself.
do because that's what I
so
did.
I said, when women come up and claim domestic violence, I immediately ask, were the police involved and are there reports? 99 times out of 100, they have it. And I said, then I don't automatically believe you. But it never fails that women like you automatically hear and you jump out and put your Supergirl cape on and you want to defend the woman over your son, over your brother, with no proof from a stranger, usually based upon themselves. Because you see something in her, but she was lying.
But she was lying.
So, do you see the problem with society these days? Women
Because
like
that son of a bitch is
can
spreading
get away
lies.
with
My cereal
lying
does not
and it
cut the roof of your
costs
mouth.
good men. There's a football player, Brian Banks. He spent 5 years in jail. The woman who accused him of rape lied about it. She got $2 million in some sort of settlement or something, lot or whatever. Then she was found out to be lying. Video evidence proof her confessing that she made the entire thing up. The entire thing up. Has she served 1 day in jail? Nope. At best, they're trying to get some of the money back.
Bruh.
This man's life is still
At
destroyed.
best,
So I'm
they're
sorry.
trying to get some of
I
the money
refuse to
back.
believe women who just say
So he's
it
not
without
even getting his
proof.
$2 million
His
back.
name has been
I
dragged
understand
too
what you're
much.
saying.
And he's not even,
I don't know. It
nigga,
was just my
he's never going to be a millionaire like that
Sometimes
again unless he
women-
writes a
I
book
don't
about it or
Yes.
some shit.
Sometimes women
And he can't even get his $2
I wanna
million
understand
back,
why
bro.
people-
It's like a fear. Maybe it's a fear thing. Maybe they just don't know how to go about things. She seems pretty young, you know, and mentally, where she probably just was naive and didn't know what to do in her situation.
Okay,
There's
so
no excuse.
I want to get this straight. You as a woman automatically give excessive benefit of the doubt to the woman. In order to do that, maybe she didn't know, maybe she was afraid, maybe she was terrified, maybe she was this. So you give all that benefit of the doubt to her. Then that means you take it from his side.
I just told you a
So that
bitch
means
just fucking
automatically
lied
guilty.
and got $2 million.
And then he has overcome
And he still got
her being young, not knowing what to do. So every woman's a victim. It's believe all women. Well, I hope you have this mindset when somebody
I
does
hope
this
you
to
have
your
this
son.
mindset when you know somebody do this to your kid.
I hope so. I hope so. No, because there's gonna be a woman that says, "Hey, maybe Miss Angel, maybe your son, maybe she didn't know, maybe she didn't do this, maybe she did that." You know, these women are scared. So when they lock your son up, take his rights, ruin his life, not his, because once that's out there, it's there forever. It never goes away.
Yeah, what's up? What's that son? Your name?
I hope
That
you're
shit is hard to
understanding
get rid of.
and say, well, you know what? She was
Don't
scared.
get
She
rid
didn't
of it,
know.
that's what he
And
I
then
really
she-
that's right. I don't think my son would ever be in that situation.
Well,
I'm just saying.
The comedian.
I want you guys to understand what she
the
just said.
comedian,
I raised my son right.
That he
I
proved
don't
that
think
his shit was false, and then niggas still had a hard time getting Netflix specials and
Right.
anything.
So as that nigga
And
said,
after that
it does
shit,
not go
yeah.
away.
After that shit,
I want you guys to understand what she just said.
I want you guys to
I
understand.
raised
she
my
just
son right. I don't think he'd ever be involved in that situation. You mean involved with a vindictive, lying woman?
Yeah.
And you sound crazy.
How?
Do you live in the United States of America?
Yes, I do.
Did you just hit the bitch we got on the phone? Vindictive bitch.
How do I sound crazy?
It isn't.
So you don't think your
It
son
doesn't apply
in
because
this
that's what she's
country
fighting for. She believes that
to
type
get
of
caught up with a vindictive, lying woman?
So that's not an example
I would
for
hope.
her. She
I would
believes
hope
that.
that he would have a little more sense because I've raised.
How
him
the French
but-
toast do you know someone? So your son is supposed to use the force to divine whether or not she has the capability of being a vindictive, lying woman. But
When
you don't
you-
have the same standard for women that they should use the force and recognize they're involved
Yeah,
with
you
an
passed
abuser.
this nigga on the force, and you can't detect the bitch.
Because she didn't have that same force.
Yeah, you passed that.
Because you just said that you got to have a restraining
And
order
you're the
on
problem.
You showed this
So-
nigga the
You're the
force,
problem.
so this
You're
nigga
the
don't even know
problem.
what he
I
doing.
bet your
with the
mama.
force.
I bet your
Men
mama had
are
that same
guilty
magical
until
hope for you
proven
that
innocent.
you wouldn't get into it with no nigga like that.
I dare you to show this to your brother.
I don't believe that. I don't believe men are
I dare you to show this to your brother and say that I'm raising my son in a way that his first defense.
And then nigga, your brother gonna be like, so mama didn't raise me like that?
Women know.
Mama didn't raise me to stay away from.
Do you not understand how often false charges are filed?
Like, that's a dumb
if you live in this
fucking
country,
argument
a
that
simple
you're
Google
People like
search
this gonna get in your
and
life
false
because
rape,
they-
false violence charges, you will have more reading
Basically,
you
he's
can get
trying
through
to
in an entire year.
tell you how to deal
College,
with the situation
professional.
properly,
Doesn't
rather
matter.
than you
Doesn't matter what
imaginarily
race.
talk about it. It probably never happened.
So you think that you can raise your son to combat a system that you participate in?
that you participate in?
You just were part of the lynch mob.
Because you just tried to fight for a chick
All
who
a
would
woman
do
has to
that
do
to
is say he
somebody.
did something.
If he didn't,
That's it.
If this was a
All she has to do is make the
trial and
allegation.
you didn't know who was
And
on
that's your
trial,
son's
you would have
ass.
hung that nigga. That
Nah,
was
nigga,
your
listen to this
son.
nigga. Listen to this nigga, Migo.
You like the world to be that way?
No.
Listen to this nigga, bro.
Then how can he protect himself from it?
I was just saying that we don't know her situation exactly.
This is
I
the
mean,
nature
fact
of
that
this
she was
nigga show.
talking
Dropping the
still,
mic
that
on
was
bitches. He only talks to
something else.
bitches
I
that he
don't
can drop the
know.
mic on. Like,
I just got defensive with that.
Guys, I need you to understand. This is how deep it goes. This is why women identify with women above anything else. Even with all the logic I just gave, even with the contradictions, you are still trying to come down and find a way to soften the blow.
to soften the blow.
I'm just saying that we don't know all the evidence.
Just pause.
So men
Hey.
should just be open
Wait till
to
you
having
give
their
you an
lives
example.
destroyed until we know. Man, we have to have a neutral system. That we don't know, that we don't believe until we have what? Until we have what?
Bitch, say it.
We have a system. We have a system of laws.
Stop playing with your head.
Because,
Evidence.
let me tell you something. In this country, there used to be
Evidence.
laws against women. They used to call you a witch. They used to just call you a witch. And you know what? We would either burn you at the stake, or we would sit you. We would actually throw you in a river, because witches are made of wood. Is that it? Witches are made of no.
And if
you
she
float,
drowns, oh well, she
you're
wasn't
made
a
of
witch.
wood,
She gonna
and we
go
burn you at the
again.
stake.
God.
Because witches are made of wood.
That's
And if you
exactly
sank,
what happened in the men.
that means
Well,
you're not made of wood.
we're gonna
That's the Holy
test it and
Woman,
see if he
and
did
you'd
do
be
it or
innocent.
not. But
Either
you
way, you would
dead
die.
now, even if you didn't do it.
You like those
Your
laws?
career's over with.
You like those things?
No.
No
You're
proof
dead,
is
nigga.
necessary.
That's
That
exactly
woman
what
looked at
happened.
me. She put a hex on me. Oh well, let's try her for being a witch. Do you realize how hysteria plays? That's why you have laws, burdens of proof. So we should just believe women. And and you're a woman that has a son, and thinks your son is going to be safe because you taught him right from wrong. What if he gets with a woman who's taught her to?
You
Get what you
nor
gotta
your
get, girl.
brother could discern it right from wrong. So
You do know women play games, right?
Yes.
You know women can lie about, before, what was it? What's the stat?
you know women play games. Right?
30%? I don't want to misquote the stat. But an inordinately high amount of married children come back not being the fathers. Women often lie about paternity. So do you understand that women can, and will lie in their own best interest?
I understand, but I don't think that it's all women,
Why does that
See, this
matter?
would
Okay,
kill me.
maybe that's why I don't understand. Why does it need to be absolute value? Why does it need to be 100% of all women in order to make what I'm saying valid?
Because I feel like sometimes when you say certain things, like on your YouTube channel when I'm watching your live, I feel like you categorize women as a whole.
Like it's not
modern,
a problem. You
and
can't
then-
say women do
Are they
this
modern
unless
women?
100% of women are guilty.
I mean, like certain traits
I-
that you
if-
say.
if
No,
so
man,
What
are
if
they,
no
what if,
women
no,
are
no, no,
guilty?
no,
And
modern women are
she's
women
not
of the modern
guilty
era.
herself. She can't see what you're talking about at all whatsoever. There you
See,
have no.
this
point.
is
Like,
sign language in
that's how
another
it
way,
be,
guys. I want you to
bro. That's how it
understand
be.
that women like yourself,
We
are
quick,
fine
we quick.
with
We don't even own
generalizations
it. Like, yeah,
would
dude, I
benefit
own
women.
it. Like,
But just because you
At least
want to say
half
that,
of us
I don't
are
feel like
dogs,
all
yeah.
anything. Well, what
Maybe one and a half.
what one thing
Maybe
outside of death, birth, reproduction, and creation of waste?
me and can't cook.
What is universal with
Yo,
all
bitch, I'll
people?
be at that goddamn McDonald's or
Outside
all
of
the Popeyes
biological
and put that shit on plate. We can even joke about being inferior. But if you
With
imply
universal?
that they're inferior, women can't
Yeah,
do
because you
it.
said I said
Well,
that. I
man,
said
what
that
you
outside of that. You said, well, I don't feel
Women
like
now
all
have to work
women
and
should
we
do
have
that.
to
So
take care of the
Who
children.
cares? Like, it's
So in other
My
words, you
mama
can't
did
have
that
always
shit.
something.
It's
My mama
always
less
took care of
100%
the
of
children.
women
She
do
went to work. She washed the
It's
clothes.
always something though.
Yes,
What
I
things did you go to
helped
college?
wash the house because
college.
ain't no women
all
in
right,
our house.
it's a
My mama,
generalization
so I'm not gonna let
based
my
upon the
mama do
facts.
it.
It's a
evidence, statistics
generalization.
dated. And it's broadly and in conversations, you have to make generalizations because if you
my
don't,
mama found a
you can never
bathroom
move the
whenever
ball
she would
forward.
tell people that.
And if
my
it's
brother
if
would
it's
help her
true
clean the house,
for the majority,
they'd be
50.1%,
like, my mom be like, so
then
what does your
intelligent people
son do
understand
on the weekend?
that you don't have to continue to qualify everything. Because that, if you're not going to qualify the conversation,
these niggas is up at 8 o'clock. Having
Is that
breakfast,
physical?
getting ready to, somebody
More than
mow the
likely it's
lawn,
probably
and the other
physical.
motherfucker gonna
okay.
clean the house.
And then how do we
Help me clean the
categorize
house.
emotional and
Gonna
verbal,
clean him and his brother back.
which is the weapon of women more often than not? Does it rise higher than 50%?
Most likely, yes.
Thank you. So it's called mutual combat. So in your scenario, a man is the aggressor and he initiates confrontation or conflict, and the woman only hits back or responds to defend herself. This is where I started to laugh at you ladies. Because do you not live in a world where you see women being verbally aggressive and emotionally abusive to their significant others?
No, I'm aware that those things
Do
occur.
Bro,
Okay.
why doesn't she ever
So
wanna
if he
answer the
responds with
question?
his
She
hands,
stay
is that
quiet.
so-
She feel like she fighting for herself. Mind you, this whole argument.
No, I
based
feel
off
like it should
another
never- it should
person's
never-
situation, she
it should never be-
still
No.
can't- like,
But see, that's the best.
because they
see, the funny
can't
thing
help
is,
but to
man,
insert themselves.
He didn't answer the
Because
question.
she did all the right things, but she feel
If she's being verbal, if
That's
she's
what
being,
I'm
if she,
saying.
if
She
she,
can't even see the
if she's being verbally
You
violent and
did it
emotionally
right.
abusive,
Why is you
he
fighting for
responds
this
with his
trash
hand.
ass bitch?
is that fair play?
Didn't
No.
ever
He's
report
trying
Okay.
to explain
Why
to her
not?
right now that she doesn't
Because
even
men
understand
are
what she's
physically
fighting
stronger
for.
than women,
She
and a
doesn't
real
even
man will walk
understand
away
what
and walk
route her
away.
Thank you.
And it's funny
Thank
because
you.
he's tried
That's
at
and that's
least
at the
3
root
to
of
4
everything.
different ways.
Ladies,
Your
that's
son
at the root
be
of
able to-
son,
everything.
your
You're a woman
brother.
that believes
You don't
My
under,
nigga.
you don't
Men are
know
stronger
this
and
bitch.
men
You
should
You
already-
also did it the
That's the
right
case.
way.
Then
Why are
you
you
can now
participating
throw it inside of
in a fucking system that's
'Cause you
gonna
can't
hurt
whoop
your
his
son or
ass.
brother in the future?
But how many women do that?
You sitting here condoning a bitch
Thank
who
you.
wants to
I don't
drag
know.
you
I know-
down
Ma'am,
your mother
ma'am,
who
ma'am,
didn't-
no
who
matter-
didn't
no matter
do
how
it.
you- I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
That's
That
what
woman
he's.
was
That's what I'm
almost 6
saying.
feet
So I
tall.
want to allow her to
5
say
foot 11.
anything about this dude.
And I get so tired of you
there's
women
some
saying that
evidence,
men
we
should
can
just
get
take
some real
abuse.
details on the situation.
A real
Not
man,
even
a
Shay
real woman would know not to incite a man because you can't keep him from hitting you, harming you. You're not supposed. What sense does it make to agitate somebody who you cannot defend yourself against?
Yeah, that's what my ex's parents used to
No
tell me.
sense.
But it happens.
Not like,
And even in your
house
scenario,
show,
you said,
Bro,
in the
I
situation
wouldn't
where there's
understand
domestic
that
violence,
was my bitch
she
before I
responds
hit her,
50%
bro.
of the
That's what
time.
I'm telling
Well, if
you,
she's a
bro,
real
that
woman,
bitch
why
family
did she
juice, I
hit
bet.
back? She's a real woman,
I bet she fucking.
and she can't defend her. Why didn't she just run away?
Because I argue with the bitch.
Uh-oh. See, the logic works either way, man.
I have a bruise on my
Right?
chin.
If,
So
he,
like,
if he's a coward of a man to hit her, why wouldn't she?
You don't remember that? You don't.
Run away.
Oh,
Why'd she
you
hit
mean
back?
when I was trying to shut my door and you put yourself in the way of it? Maybe that's what happened, but I didn't fucking hit her at
I
all.
understand it's
Like,
wrong.
but you see, the door's
My
broken.
mom tried to do that shit to me, bro. When I
It's
got
wrong.
drunk,
Do you know any?
I
Do you know
came
any?
home
If you know
and I
any?
was
If you
drunk.
know
So
any
she came
police
home and I was drunk
officers
and I fell asleep.
or
She
anybody who
wanted to wake
responds to
me
these
up.
kind of things, they will tell you more often than not when they
Like,
get called to a
You're
home.
drunk. You're drunk.
The
You're
aggressor,
drunk.
the
And I'm
initiator of
like,
the violence is
yes,
often female.
let me fucking sleep. So I go to my car and try to go to sleep, and she won't.
The escalator is often
You
female.
bruised my arm. I was like, yeah,
Now,
because
I'm not
you
going to
want
say
fucking
it,
let me
but where
fucking
women
either
get
sleep in my
fixated
bed
on
or
is the
sleep in
times where
closet.
women are being
That's his
outright
relationship. If that was
abused
just
by
out of context,
vicious
that's his
perpetrators.
relationship. We talk about relationships.
But
That's his
that's not
relationship.
the majority of the
I ain't
cases.
got no other
When
relationship.
people come on here talking about that kind of stuff, that's what your
Me and you
mind
breaking
jumps
up
to.
right now, but that's it.
But that's not it.
I hear it.
The majority of the cases are
Well,
women.
yeah, I can't shut shit
mutual
down and
combat.
just come in here and just chill because she.
He got on your nerves, you got on his nerves.
Break, yeah, like you said, nigga. That's why.
All right, leave me alone.
So
You,
she-
you ain't this.
And she
She
still
escalates,
broke.
escalates. He raises his voice.
Do these screws and what the fuck?
Bro, I'm
both
trying to
wrong.
close the door and she.
But we
put
only
herself
believe
in the
one
door,
person in
like,
this
so,
thing.
yeah, I'm
They got
pushing out the
violent.
door, like,
And I'm going to tell you, doing my show, I've talked to so many women who claim this stuff, and I asked, okay, well, any police reports filed? And there have been some times where women said there have been. I said, well, you're right to leave.
And it was funny 'cause my dad
If you have police reports of this or that, and this really arose, but then women who do that move that way. The women, but the vast majority of the time, when women call into my show, they're saying it just like they use the word irreconcilable differences because they still tend to be involved
shows
with
you
the
that
baby
she's
daddy
not
or the
worried
child's
about-
father. Just like that scenario.
She's not worried
So due
about
respect, I
fair
do this
or
enough
what's right
to be
or
able to
anything. She's
understand
worried
what
about
I'm looking
hashing
at.
out her
And
own
when I hear a
emotions
woman
toward
say,
me, like,
I'm not
this-
there
that's all
because
it
of
is. She's not trying to be fair or right or anything. Like, because if that was the case and we're not fucking making no groundwork in this fucking debate or argument, then I'm trying to stop arguing. Why do you want to keep arguing? Like I can't do shit about if I can't close the door and separate myself from it. There's nothing I can fucking do.
Domestic violence. Baby boomers.
Yeah,
The son, huh?
one bitch all night.
The matriarch of the family continue to want to get married. Hold on. Listen.
Yeah, one bitch on camera all
There's a
night.
woman with 2 children. And I got it wrong to say.
You know, still gotta get on camera, man.
Sonya.
We need to talk about this shit.
And I see women
but you
on
can't
Instagram
even be in my
with their
presence
before and after
without
pictures.
trying to touch me, push
And honestly,
me,
a lot of the
push
before
my
pictures look
face.
better.
I'm trying. Oh my God.
A lot of the before pictures look better because a lot of the before
Your
pictures,
face.
women
Fuck
were
this shit.
look like natural
Trying
women,
to
had
knock your
natural
teeth out,
curves.
bitch. But you want to push me and bite me and shit.
I mean, there was
This
one
little
woman I
shit
can
where
think of. I'm not gonna say her
trying
name.
to
She was
hit
100.
me, hoe.
They put in there. Hold on. I just want to
Put
put
your
this
ass to sleep,
thing.
don't be mad.
Are you here to talk about that, or did you have a question?
No, I was just saying that I don't personally I don't feel that I need to be right. You know, if it's wrong, if I'm wrong, then I'm like, okay, you know.
Are you married?
I'm not.
Any children?
I do.
How many?
2.
Hold on. I saw somebody to put in there. Hold on. I'll just. Okay. Yeah, that, I'm back. Is then why did you have his kids?
At the time, I wasn't thinking. It was just, maybe once. Okay, so be it. Later on,
Yeah, the white bitch on the side. It's
guy,
usually black
and
bitches, bro.
for
Like
some
that
reason-
other caller I sent you,
I don't
that
know,
shit was rare too. She was like, she wasn't
anxiety
white,
of
but
the
she
child
was.
again. It did not make sense. I would see pregnant women everywhere.
Bro, it used to be black bitches
Okay,
that be
so-
having
so
all
I
this
need you-
motherfucking like, see, that's why I thought Michelle didn't have. That's who I thought would be passable. That she's not so dominant, like, you know what I'm saying. She ain't trying to always just take over until her emotion, you know what I'm saying. Then she just want to leave, and that's not that shit taking over. It's just leaving, you know what I'm saying. Like,
That's just you not being able to deal with your emotions.
right? Like she
Being
see, like she
able-
don't put me on
just
child
be-
support or nothing.
Just at least take, really, bro, and that's what really, the 10 seconds or count to 10, that shit really is help, nigga, because she do all this shit
Bro,
like
I've been
that.
trying to do that, nigga. Like when we even before we even start yelling. Like,
You do that, but
bro,
she don't do
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, nigga, bro, how do I stop an argument when somebody told with the checks that we get, they gonna take that out of your motherfucking tax return. Like when they give you the extra for the kids.
Oh, yeah, you
I'm like, bro, don't nobody know nothing about these stimulus shit. Don't nobody know nothing about this shit. This is the first time it's ever happened in American history since 1777, bro.
But supposedly, yes, they're supposed to drop how much you get at the end because it is an income that you get. So it is.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, bro, what the fuck does it even matter? Like, we ain't nowhere near that shit. 1 and 2, I'm gonna claim the kids, so they might fuck up and be expecting you to you know what I'm saying, and then what is nothing?
Well, it's kind of like or like when you get PTO at work, either they gonna give you the shit or they gonna pay you out at the end of the year. It's one or the other. Either shit rolls over or
nah.
And with taxes is it's not that it rolls over, but you gonna have to include that you got that stimulus. You know,
They already know. They already know in general.
You got it.
But again, like I'm saying, nobody knows nothing. It's not comparable to getting regular
But it's
benefits
not
or
like
anything.
you
Because
gonna
one, I didn't ask for them.
Yeah,
so this is the first time in our history we've ever had to
You're
use
not
this
really
type of
gonna
relief.
have to pay the whole thing back. It's really like a very small percentage that you're gonna lose on your next.
In general, we don't know if you pay it back
And
all
even
or
then, we don't
anything.
know-
Don't know anything, nigga. You don't know shit.
Because it could
Because
change.
we've never done this shit
It
before.
could change from the
They
one
could-
check
they
to
could-
the next.
It could be some more crisis happen at the beginning and they had to do something.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know. So why the fuck is we trying to argue about it based off of something that somebody at work told you?
Just
That's
where
it. Did you
you-
Google
we-
this shit on the way home from work, on the walk home from take you 30 minutes to walk home from
We're
work?
gonna worry about it when taxes come, and if we get extra money, then if we don't, then we don't. Like, what's the problem?
I'm gonna claim the kids. That's the problem. I can't claim the kids. She don't want me to claim the kids. Because she's planning to take all of that money and go get her own apartment. Which I always split the money when I do it. Whenever I claim the kids and get I always split the money.
So she don't want.
So she's just gonna take all the money and run.
When she had money for a car and the car is just sitting there. So what's
How you gonna
happen
get your
with
own apartment if you can't even get your own car running? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was her
that? How
thing.
you
She was
gonna
trying to
get
get
an
out of
apartment
here.
when you ain't even got good job records? Where you
Which
keep leaving every fucking.
man, niggas don't even be looking into this shit. She ain't no cost of it. But in general, my nigga, How you gonna get an appointment if you ain't got your own car moving, my nigga? That's number one.
That's the number one.
And then number two, my nigga, I always split the money with you, and then you had 2 years out there getting the money by yourself, and you didn't even come here with that. Like, so you blew all of the thousands of dollars that you get, the stimulus check, all of that shit. You came out here with less than $1,000. So you got $3,000, $3,700.
Just wasted there, 3,000 something, just 3,000 some change.
You should have had more than that, you know what I'm saying? Especially only basically paying light bill and groceries and gas money and whoever drive you around like that. Not paying over $1,000 a month like me, like. So no matter what happened, like I said, the only thing is, bro, I gotta have her doing that shit. We can be together, and really, bro, what the trick is, even if I'm not cheating, bro, you gotta fucking hide everything. Like, you just gotta hide everything, so just to avoid problems. Like, I don't like being like this whatsoever, but that's why I'm finna flip the whole script, bro. When I get my 2-bedroom and fucking get custody, and she gonna have to move with me. Like, it's gonna be all my terms, all the time, nigga. Like, do it up for you. Leave if you want to. All right, bye. We chilling here, though. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna force you, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna force you to have your shit.
Damn, bro, that shit kinda get kinda sticky, man.
How?
I mean, do you really wanna do all that shit, bro?
Have my kids?
Nah, I know you wanna have your kids, but that should be some legal battles and shit, man.
How? We live in a mother state. She just gets custody by default. I mean, I could beat her right now if I have my job. Next job gets, I can beat her right now. You don't even have, like, bro. I'm like, first, okay, what you have to do is prove that the kid is better off with you, or prove that she's not well off with the mother. I can do both, cause I keep an apartment, got my car running, and keep a job, right? I don't even have to go to the other side and tell the judge that, she's living in a camper full of roaches. There's an extension cord providing her electricity coming from her dad's barn house storage unit thingy. There's barely any running water in that bitch. There's no hot water in that hole.
Why would you go back to that?
And the kids the kids don't have their own room there. So if I get a 2-bed, I'll pull up with a 2-bedroom for sure. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, like, all I should have to do is,
I just don't get her logic of why going back to that, bro.
Because we fight so much that it's not good for the kids. What a conundrum, because we wouldn't have to fight if you just got your car moving. This is all, like, that's her logic, though.
And it's funny because I talked to somebody and I was like, my homie's in this predicament, and they're like, oh, hell yeah.
I mean, bro, anybody I tell it to, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, why are you with this chick?
Yeah.
Like, she the only one that sees it.
And I even had a girl say, like, what the fuck? She just okay with doing the. And this is a chick that don't even want to have kids or anything like that, like, because of all this type of.
To add insult to injury, Michelle never wanted to have kids. Just to add insult to injury, you gotta have the kids no matter where you go, because you couldn't handle it.
I can see why now.
She just absolutely couldn't take not being with the kid, but you would do it to me 3 times in a row. Okay. So that's basically what I gotta do, bro. I gotta file for custody. I mean, like I say, either way, the kids can go to my mama's house every weekend, go to her house.
Fucked up part is either way you look like the bad guy.
Until I file for custody, I don't look like the bad guy. Like, cause ain't nothing. Until I file for custody, it's only what she say, and everybody else only gonna see it like that. When I take it to a judge and get some, cause that's how the father always gets in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Smitty a bunch of times had to go try to, you know what I mean, just cause his baby mama wouldn't let him see the kid. He had to go file to just prove, like, bro, she stayed with her mama. She wrecked this car cause she was OD'd or whatever. Not OD'd, but she was too fucked up. Smitty put the down payment on the car, and she fucking wrecked the car. Stayed with her parents. Don't keep a job. She quits jobs because they too hard, or in the first few weeks, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
The course ain't hard.
And this nigga not getting much. And this nigga not getting much in court because all he got really is just a consistent job. He ain't got no place to stay neither, and no consistent court most of the time either. So that's why it would be hard for him to try to get this where the kid gonna stay at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all he's just fighting for is visitation. To get his proper visitation and shit like that. But me, nigga,
I ain't got no kids, nigga.
Especially somebody that would several times move. You know what I'm saying? When the kid was supposed to start school, she was down there, and she didn't get the kid in school. So that's one strike. 2 strikes. If you move the kid away in the middle of her first school year, it's 2. You know what I mean? Like, come on. So I mean, the case is in my favor, bro. I shouldn't even have to hire a lawyer, really. But obviously, I don't know how everything goes, so I'm probably not gonna hire a lawyer and just get it done for me properly. But I mean, I'm gonna look into it first before I hire a lawyer, because I mean, bro, I shouldn't have to prove too much, my nigga. I gotta play, nigga, especially if I set the bedrooms up before everything, which I probably will anyway, because I'm gonna be so close that they can come to my house every weekend or whatever the case might be, whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead, motherfucking set that shit up, have pictures. You know, I'm gonna be like, I'm a Judge Mathis. Your Honor, I got pictures. She'll, boom, boom, bones, where I work here, this is my apartment. And then I showed her the Google Maps. You see the elementary school is just 1 block away. It's on the back side of the apartment complex.
You need some money for them bunk beds, you know. I'll send you some money.
You know me, nigga.
Yeah.
I was that nigga. You know me. It probably ain't gonna be no bunk beds. It might be. I don't know.
Nieces need some beds, man.
Cause nigga, I fucking we finna do something eccentric. Cause because I was already looking at fucking plans and shit like that. Let me see.
Yeah, bro, I don't want to move,
well, nigga, we ain't doing shit. Hell, I'm sit here and smoke and get drunk with McGill till I'm 40. Gotta wake up and do something, nigga. I think I put this one off the table. Yes, okay, so I was looking. I'm gonna have to fucking go to something a little bit high. Like for I was looking, I like to just see what we can do with these plans. You know what I'm talking about? These little flow plans. But every one of them I see, I'm like, man, I just give my kids the big bedroom. Oh, that's the one that got shit. Then I started looking, cause I was trying to get something that's a little bit cheaper than this, so around the same thing, like 1039, 1049, 1069. All terrible reviews. I'm like, oh well, we're gonna have to go up to about 12. Can't do that. Can't do that, player. I love looking at these virtual walkthroughs though, man.
Nah, that nigga ain't even get. That's not what you, like, man, they got.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy it before I actually look at it, but I'm saying I like to look at the unit though, like actually see the proportions and shit, you know what I mean? I never looked at this one. Let's see. This is enter through the patio. That's a weird one right there, damn. What a weird that, bro. You gotta enter this bedroom through the bathroom. Why ain't just putting that motherfucking shit right there? That nigga tripping.
What? That shit weird. Yeah, that shit weird.
Like it's not like a pass through where it's like a hallway type shit. That y'all you got around the corner and okay. Y'all tripping. I think this spot right here was half decent. And in price range. Zillow. Paramount. Entry. I like shit like that. That's pretty dope. Down the entryway over here and the kitchen way over here. That's kind of dope though, nigga. Yeah, see, these the ones. These hoes don't look nowhere near as good as this right here. But in most situations, I let my girls have the master bedroom, so they have their own bedroom that's connected. I mean, their own bathroom connected to that bitch. And then the guest bedroom usually be toward the front, so that's gonna be the studio. Do something like that, man.